it's going to be an audio only live stream. I'm not able to get the visuals going today, so it's going to have to only be audio, unfortunately. April Fools, you fools! It is bright out here, and while it may take a second to notice, I have cranked up the maximum brightness on my computer, brought out a couple lighting devices, such as some good old solar powered things that charge up in the daytime and give me light during the nighttime, as well as a lamp, which has an interesting story I'll tell you in a minute. And combo lords can probably guess that I brought some candles as well. April Fools, but April Fools, on that April Fools, yes, I did bring candles. Now, Jordor here even thinks that maybe the stream wasn't going to start, because often I'm a few minutes late, and, you know, it's April Fool's Day, and you thought maybe Demotro's pulling a meta prank, or he's not even going to do a live stream. The thing is, I don't know if I respect April Fool's Day enough to do that type of commitment to a gag. April Fool's Day is a kind of dumb... April Fools, I love April Fool's Day. It is maybe my favorite holiday, tied with Halloween. And tied with all the ones I invented when I was a child. Now, and someday we'll have a few dedicated combo days that will be refined, newer versions of the ones I designed as a child. That's kind of trippy. You can see the whole computer reflecting in something. What's that? You see like the whole computer screen that I'm currently doing of what I'm looking at. You can see reflecting in a little corner right here. Or, I mean, next to my shoulder, right? Next to my chin and beard right now. Now, I love April Fool's Day. And here, in my current time zone, we are at an April Fool's night. We are not at an April Fool's Day. However, technically, some would define day to mean 24 hours. Some would define it to mean the daytime. So, dependent on your definition, it is or isn't April Fool's Day for me still. Now, some people will say, well, in my time zone, it's not even April 1st anymore. But, well, we can't factor in every time zone. Otherwise, is it ever going to get to be any date? Is it only going to be a given date for like an hour of the day at most, maybe, when all the time zones agree on the day? In any case, the reason I love April Fool's Day, and why I've even said that I think that in combo class you should expect that the first of every month might be a Fool's Day. Now, this does not mean that I will leave you departing a video or live stream with any false knowledge. I will clarify any pranks, because any good prank within a fixed amount of time, typically less than a few minutes, if not hours, you clarify the prank to your viewers and or your friends, and you tell them that, you know, this is, okay, I pranked you. This is what I just did. And that makes a much cleaner prank than any April Fool's prank where you try and extend some sort of long con out on your friend. You know, maybe you could stretch them out for all of April Fool's Day if you'd like. But by the night of April 1st or by the morning of April 2nd, if you've strung your friend along for some misconception, you better tie him back in. Now, there's also, of course, the whole YouTube genre of very bad pranks. And you see, I appreciate a good prank, not just in terms of with my friends, but like, there have been good prank shows in the past. I honestly believe that the show Jackass, with its many would consider stupid stunts and such, actually was quite artistic in not only their stunts, but I think they were, most of the time, pretty good about how they treated a prank on the public, making themselves out to be more of the idiot than the public. Or if the public was the one who was getting, you know, messed with, perhaps confusing them more than scaring them or something. And nowadays you get the dumb YouTube prank genre, that, oh, it's just a prank, bro. Don't well, here's an expression I kind of believe in, which is that you can step in a pile of dog poo and say, I was just joking, but you got the dog poo on your shoe. So everyone else is going to look at you and be like, yeah, I know you were just joking, but we're not interested in the stepping in dog poo biz. So, take your shoes somewhere else. So that's how it sometimes goes with these it's just a prank bro types when it's some people on YouTube are probably other platforms as well that I don't really watch other platforms, but I imagine they're even worse because I like YouTube. And given that it's the one I watch and I've even observed it here, I imagine it's even worse elsewhere. There's this whole, subgenre almost of just messing with strangers just to get a crazy reaction out of them. And then there's a whole subgenre like based on that, which is faking that. And people who this I've seen more when I for studying reasons observed TikTok for a few months. Now I still post my YouTube shorts there for practicality reasons, but it brings a few people over to my main combo class channel and a few a few of them over to this channel as well. But I don't care about TikTok. I don't enjoy watching it. I'm not a viewer. I have been watching YouTube since it came out. It came out when I was just old enough to first get internet, and I was at the perfect timing to be in love with YouTube for the past 15, 16, 17-ish years, maybe 18-ish years. And I am not in love with TikTok or Instagram or Facebook or any of those. Certainly not in love with, we're going to call it Twitter. We're not going to call it by its rebranded name at the moment. Somebody would like me to call it X for their ego, but we're going to call it Twitter because we don't support overindulging people's egos. Now, in today's stream, that's pretty much all the April Fooling that will happen. I mostly want to tell you about some updates in my life, and it's going to be a little tricky because half April Fools, that's not all of the April Fooling that's happened, but also half not April Fools. I also have some important updates in my life to tell you folks, so maybe we will play a game where I say 2 things or 4 things or something, and half of these things are pranks and half of them are not, and then I will tell you within a few minutes which ones were pranks or not, and you try and guess in your head or in the comments in the meantime. For example, let's say I want to tell you a fact about my life, but I also want to make an April Fool's gag. Why don't I do them both back to back and you don't know which is which? So we'll begin with, which of these do you think is the true fact of the moment? And we'll begin with one that is actually answerable to combo lords who have been watching a while. They will know the answer to this one already. What do you think happened last week? Do you think I moved and I am going to be changing where I'm sleeping almost all the time and more than a mile away from here? Or do you think that I burnt my coat for the first time on this grade's lab coat and I burnt a hole in the coat? And to clarify what I mean by that, I will make a clarifying statement for each to make sure one is true and one is false. I moved a few miles away and I'm not near the classroom, or for the first time in this grade, I burnt a hole in this coat. Now, combo lords should think about that for a moment, and people who do watch this frequently enough know that no, this is not the first time I have burnt a hole in this coat. We have more holes to burn in this coat before I give up. This is far from the first hole I've burnt in this coat. In fact, I did not burn this hole this week. My observant combo lords know I burnt this on a previous live stream when I accidentally lit myself on fire with a candle, which is why I should probably not light candles today. And by probably not, I mean I won't. And by won't, I mean April Fool's type of won't, meaning I will. So let's light some candles around here, and that will help us establish some good lighting for the rest of our stream. Now, like I said, today is going to be a mix of April Fool's pranks on you guys and actual important updates about my life. But I will clarify which are which within 5 minutes of any given gag occurring. So, whenever I say something that is ambiguous or may not be a prank today, know that within 5 minutes or so, we will have clarified whether or not that portion of it was a prank or was a genuine update about my life. Now, where did we put these candles? We got a little problem, which is... Okay, I'm going to reveal the answer to the first question. I am actually moving. And the reason I'm revealing that is because I don't currently have my phone charger, and so, or my computer charger. Those are at my new place. Life's complicated. Sometimes you're not with the item you need. Sometimes you need to go on an inventory-based mission for your item. And I'm not even a gamer. But it's actually true. I am keeping the classroom alive. Don't worry. This is my lovely classroom. I love it here. Okay, I'm going to plug in an actual lamp. And then the lamp will show me where the candles are. The candles will then be lit. Then the candles will look cool enough that I can turn the lamp off. Sounds like a good cycle. Now, to plug this lamp in, I need a few things. This lamp is related to moving into the new place. The new house I'm moving into is with a friend. It is not far from here, so I'll be able to travel here multiple days a week. Now, there are reasons why I'm choosing or feeling obligated to move out of my parents' house. It's because I burnt down the half of the house. April Fools, no, it's not related to any fire-related mishaps. It's not related to me being half insane. It is not related to any of that. There are other reasons why I felt obligated to leave my parents' house at this moment, which I will explain throughout the course of future streams, as well as the lead-up to our grade -2 finale. We are a little more than 3/4 of the way through grade -2 of combo class, and before we dive deeper into grade -3 of combo class, I have a few more things to cover. So we are doing a few more months of grade -2 as we do a transition in my life that's very important. Quite interesting trip I will tell you folks about soon that I have the opportunity to take. A giant explosion that I'm going to purposefully cause inside of each and all of your houses. Okay, April Fool's on that last one, but not the first two. So, like I said, we're April Foolsing a few things in this stream because I love April Fool's Day. But, and technically we're doing April Fool's Night. But I will tell you within 5 minutes of any April Foolsing whether any Foolsing has occurred. Now, someone's wondering if someone's time zone's shifted different than a whole hour. Yeah, it can't be 9:43 in India when they posted that comment. I don't know what they're talking about. Time zones go by hours. It was not 9:43 in India. They obviously had a broken clock like me. They probably didn't have as many broken clocks as me, but they had a broken clock like I also do. But somebody said that India is 5 hours and 30 minutes. So perhaps, actually, this person was accurate. Perhaps there is some 30-minute gaps in time zones. You see, I have not studied as much about time zones. I love diving into my mind of my weird fantasy realms that I want to write into books, of things I design into songs, and of things that are number-based concepts that I explore with numbers in my brain that are more what you'd call pure math. And so I've done less analysis on, applied maths, which has many other names, but often called applied math. And that means like when you take equations, guess how they line up with the universe and try and do physics style stuff. And so I'm personally better at and more interested in, well, I don't even know if I'd say more interested in, because I like, if somebody showed me a science experiment, I am instantly hooked. And if they tell me the math behind it, I'm even more hooked. But I'm personally better at and maybe slightly more interested in the pure maths portion of it. Studying traits that numbers have. What do primes do? What do factorials do, etc. And so we can't always apply our math. Now, okay, I'm going to plug this in before we have to have an entire dark stream. I did bring an extension cord, and although I have an extension cord, I don't have the charger to my phone or computer. So we are on a mildly limited time, but they make computer batteries pretty good these days. I think we have about an hour or two before my battery dies, so hopefully I'll be like ready to conclude the stream before that. Somebody asked, do I want to be a writer, and have I started any of these projects? Well, I write the brainstorms for my videos, so in a way that does take writing. A lot of my videos, although they are like minutes at a time, are improvised. They're improvised based on note-taking I have done on certain subjects. For example, number theory. I have taken many notes about things in number theory that have gotten ingrained in my brain enough that I can sit down and improvise for a while at the camera. And improvising a while, I can actually generate the correct facts for the viewer, and the improvisational aspect of it makes it more engaging, in my opinion. Now, sometimes I script portions of videos as well. Sometimes intros or outros or certain crucial moments in videos are fully scripted. I write out exactly what I hope to say. And when I say the line, I'm only like a few words off from the line I wrote. And because I'm not super precise with scripting that. However, when you talk about other styles of writing, yes, I have half written many novels, and I have not released any to the public yet in terms of novels. And so my fiction books, which tie into all the combo class concepts, but also tie into many aspects of my dreams and brain, will be coming, but those will take a minute. And okay. Let's do an April Fool's prank that you guys gotta wait a year to figure out the answer to. I'll tell you 5 different names, and no, we can't do this. People are gonna take I'm worried people are gonna take the names of my books and then publish something under that, and then if I publish the book under the name, I gotta like change the name first. So we'll wait a moment on this, but I have half written many books, and I am working on finishing one that is about a small town that lives in my mind that many of my books take place in. And the beginning one will be about some detectives, and it will be mostly casual and funny, with some moments that dive into more surrealism or horror or other traits, but more of a comedy mystery. Then there are other books that I am also writing that veer a little more toward philosophy, toward math, toward surrealism, and toward other sorts of innovations that I think that writers could do. And those are coming. And as far as music, most of you don't know, but I've actually released dozens. This sounds like a joke, but I know what the word dozens means. I'm a mathematician who loves the number 12. I've released dozens of album-length projects of musical things. However, these were under previous names and many things I've tried. You see, I'm 30. I've tried a lot of things. I've worked very hard over the years, and despite the fact that Combo Class worked out very well so far, and this seems to be the best connection of my work to what people can actually appreciate from my work, like people are getting something out of this. Despite that fact, Combo Class is not the beginning of my life. I have had many, many, many phases that we will explore. In fact, you know how I said it's not actually an April Fool's joke that I'm moving? That portion's actually true. Well, I'm moving in with an old friend who used to film videos for me on an old YouTube channel that almost none of you know, that I've only mentioned on my Patreon and on a many subtle references to this. You see, the channel name is something that I've said on this channel more than 100 times, perhaps more than 1,000 times. And it is a distinct enough, it is 2 words, this channel I'm referring to. This is not an April Fool's joke. I genuinely, the friend I'm moving in with, helped me film some of my original YouTube videos I used to make. And it's a channel that only ever got to like 20 or 30 subscribers. And I only posted 10 or 20, I posted like 20 videos on there, and then I privated a few that I'll probably unprivate when the time's right. And this channel almost no one knows about, despite the fact that I've said the 2 words of its channel's name that are distinct enough to look up the channel by more than 100 times on this channel. Probably more than 1,000. So, have fun if you want to explore that. That's not an April Fool's joke. That's actually real. Now, don't take that for granted that I won't April Fool's you, because we're not done with our April Foolsing. You know, somebody asked, have I read The Phantom Toll Booth? And yes, that was a great book. I read that when I was young, and I may reread it as an adult, because The Phantom Toll Booth was a very good book. I remember finding it quite interesting when I was younger, so perhaps may even be one of those kids' books, in quotes, where it's a book that's, you know, a kid could access it and appreciate it to a degree. And that also, I guess that means that it's not that offensive to a kid in terms of your parental or modern standards. Well, it's one of those kids' books that is actually good for an adult as well. Very cleverly written from what I remember. Perhaps need to reread that one as an adult. Now, somebody says, count to 137 in Prime. Now, they really misspelled this entire comment, so I don't even know if that's what they meant. Count to 137 in Prim. If you mean count to 137 in primes, I actually think I can do it. Okay, let's shut my eyes. Let's do it. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, 31, 37, 41, 43, 47, 53, 59, 61, okay, I think 67's prime, but I'm off at that point. Okay, so even though I have made a video about how if this is a skill you care about, what easy techniques you would use if you wanted to deuce it. I'm more focused on making an entertaining stream than continuing past that amount of primes, but I do happen to have a decent amount of the first primes memorized. Now, somebody asked what's my country name, and we are here in the United States. That does not mean I am highly patriotic or whatever. I probably would enjoy whatever country you're from more. It's kind of cool here. It's also kind of sucks here. There's some beautiful things here, and there's some terrible things here. But is that not all the world? I don't know. So, somebody asked, do I watch anime? And I don't watch anime. In fact, the reason I don't watch anime is because I hate cartoons and I think they're childish. April Fools! No. I love cartoons. Make sure you get the April Fools in there. So, no. I love cartoons, but I don't watch that much anime. To be honest, it's just such long arcs that I don't know if I'd ever be able to get into the whole thing. But I have had friends who are into animes and mangas before that I have found interesting. Somebody asked, did I read Captain Underpants as a kid? Yes, I did. That is actually a book that, despite I don't think I own this, so I don't think this is on any of my bookshelves that has ever been shown in any of my childhood books as a stream. This person somehow guessed this fact that, yes, I am from the right era and the right mindset, that I did think Captain Underpants was great as a child. I loved those early ones. I mean, I was only young for a certain era of the book series, so I read probably the first 6 or so Captain Underpants. Now, somebody's asking about geometric constructions and, okay, well, I don't know about that comment. It's a joke. Oh, okay, I got you. It's a joke. Okay. The fact that this joke relates to like gayness, I don't want to be like mean to anyone. So let's hope that this person is supportive of the gay community or within them. But in that case, that they are supportive of the gay community or within them, great joke. Now, more we got. Oh my god! What the heck? Okay, this is really weird. Okay, I don't normally read names on comments. I'm not even joking. RF. I don't know who you are, RF. The question you asked relates to the detective novel I'm writing. In a really weird way. But maybe there's a small chance you watched my last stream, and I forget if I had the time to show a bouncy ball or not. But I brought a bouncy ball to my new house to remind myself about these important facts. And remind myself about this bit of this book I'm writing. Somebody asks, particularly if it goes halfway up, will it bounce forever? In pure math, yes. It will approach 0. It will converge to 0. We could treat the infinite series as equal to 0. At any finite length, it is not bouncing. I mean, it is still bouncing at any finite length. And in applied maths, we don't actually know fully to what degrees bounces can happen on micro scales. Somebody's wondering about eclipse-related mathematics. I have bought some eclipse sunglasses that will allow, well, technically my brother's girlfriend bought these, but we're going to use them as a family. And um, I have some eclipse related sunglasses that will allow us to look at the eclipse while it happens without damaging the eyes. Because hopefully, you folks know, even if it's eclipsing, that does not mean you can stare at it. The sun still is sending really strong waves at your eyes. Now, to Finn Bolton, yeah, thank you for clarifying. But yeah, I wasn't doubting that you were supportive of the gay community. I love dumb jokes at any point of time, and that is a good pun. So as long as you don't mean it trying to roast gay people and you mean it in just like as a pun, then I'm all for it. Now, somebody says one, and you can roast anybody, but you don't roast somebody for traits that are just something that is within them. So you don't roast somebody for their race, you don't roast somebody for their sexuality or their gender or things like that. You roast somebody for, things that they do in life that you think are stupid or whatever, or that you want to roast them about for actions they have chosen to do. Now, however, jokes can be made about whatever as long as we know that we are all nice to each other and supportive of each other. And not everyone on the planet is. Now, somebody's mentioning Zeno's pair of balls. Zeno did have a big pair of balls, that guy. That guy had a big pair of balls. By which I mean, if we applied his Zeno's paradoxes to this ball problem that we mentioned earlier, that it would recommend that it goes on infinitely based on Zeno's paradoxes. But the fact that they're called paradoxes essentially means that Zeno is acknowledging the strangeness between this gap between infinity and finiteness. Now, funny enough, the next episode I'm filming, that I have filmed, that I'm finishing the editing on right now, the next episode I'm releasing is related to infinities. This will probably come out tomorrow. This is not an April Fool's. There will actually probably be a 25-ish minute episode out tomorrow. Not on this channel. Remember, my combo lords gotta know, despite this having more subscribers, this is not my main channel. This is just where I mess around. My main channel is called Combo Class. So make sure you're on Combo Class too. And there will be an episode on that channel probably tomorrow, if not the next day, that is about different infinities. Now, I think this is a good time that I show you guys something that, to anybody who likes seeing the classroom chaos happen in real time to any degree, well, perhaps you should wait to see the episode before you see the rest of the stream. But if you want to see something chaotic right now, and then see how it happened in the episode, I think it's okay to show a little something right here. You see, I have purposefully had my camera pointed quite high at this time. And the reason for that is because I'm not wearing pants. April Fools, the reason for that is because something insane has happened to my desk. Now, I'm going to show you what has occurred to the desk in a little more vivid light than I was able to in the last stream. But to note, first of all, if you're a super combo lord in the fact that you're such a combo lord, you want to see the lore occur chronologically, wait until you see the next episode before you watch the rest of the stream. I doubt most of you are like that right now. I shouldn't be recommending people leave the stream. This is probably terrible behavior. They don't even recommend my streams on YouTube to like anyone compared to my other videos. But so these are like just for fun and bonus teaching. But so I'm not going to recommend you leave the stream, because I think it will still be funny if you see what has occurred and then see how it occurred in the episode. It does actually make sense this time around. The first time around, it was 100% an accident, this thing that happened, because you see, I had a different desk in grade -1. And grade -1's desk, something happened to it before it was fully gone. There was an arc. Or, although arc is the right storytelling term to describe it, I don't think arc is the right geometric term to describe it, because I think I would call this a bit. Okay, let's light some candles. Here's how we're going to illuminate it. Where's the candles at? We are using the last 1% of my phone battery to flashlight myself to the candles, because I'm not joking about the fact that I'm moving. I actually am. And don't worry, we have clocks for the new place too. I found, Jesus Christ, I find really cheap clocks. And I find cheap places to live, to anyone wondering. Any donations made to this channel through stuff like Patreon or random donations goes just toward hiring people and making the classroom work well. And the hiring people is the most important, having camera people and or editors available to help me. So donations will not be going toward my rent or whatever. I have a good opportunity. I'm living with a friend and such. Now, okay, where's these candles? I brought them out. Oh, okay, they're around here somewhere, because there's the cords. Okay. So, unfortunately, I wasn't able to find any of the candles. April Fools, I found one, which is at least enough to light me to the others while my phone battery dies, which has the current flashlight going on it. So that's the thing. You only need one candle lit to find the rest of your candles, baby. Now, somebody asked how old I am. Yeah, no. I'm 30. I'm actually 30 and a half ish. I'm closer to 31 than 30 right now. But yes, I look younger than that, and I act younger than that often. Just ow. Okay, I gotta maybe not hold the candle the entire time. Especially those little drippy wax kinds. Now, I do act and look younger than I seem, even though I got this big old beard and stuff going on. People still think sometimes that I'm younger than I am. But no, I've been through a lot, so I feel like I have been through death. So I, in some ways, feel like an old man, because I have literally been very close to death several times, and I feel like I have died and found a way to rebirth myself. Uh, metaphorically. And I also feel very young at heart. I also feel like when I'm going through my old stuff in my room right now, packing up to move stuff to the new place and see what I want in my new place versus throw away or keep in my family's attic or stuff. It's like all this stuff from my childhood I still like. And I went through a phase where I didn't like it as much or get it as much. Like there was a phase, for example, when I was maybe let's say maybe about 15 to 20. and maybe a little more wiggle room on each end of that, maybe a little wider of a range, but at least like 15 to 20. I feel like I stopped thinking that like bubbles are cool. Um, Things like lighting random things on fire safely, folks, is cool. Things like a lot of, a little reflection you'll see here and there that causes a rainbow or something. There are things that you appreciate as a child that I have tried to come back to, that I have realized that people get jaded by life at some point and they stop liking blowing bubbles and stuff. But maybe then you come back around and you realize that, hey, bubbles are actually fun to blow. So, in many ways, I'm quite childish. I have childish interests, if anything. I like games. I like card games and board games. I I like. I guess like the math stuff is gonna be over a lot of child's heads. So that stuff, I don't know if I can call my math interests that childish because most children wouldn't get that. But a lot of my like stuff I like to just like decorate my room with or like do is stuff I liked as a kid and then like doubted for a while and then realized, oh, it's kind of actually cool. Kind of was cool all along. And some people say they can't help but laugh um, at me unless, let's see, up the actors nonsense. The I'm not sure exactly who you're referring to, but assuming people are mentioning at all that, but they can't help but laugh at me, which maybe they're referring to someone else. But I don't mind that. It's you got to be willing to be laughed at to be a funny person. If you don't want people to laugh at you, then like you're not going to be able to be funny. And so you got to play on your own weaknesses, you got to play on your own weirdnesses, and you got to use those to your advantage if you want to be funny. So, you have to figure out which of your weaknesses and weirdnesses to try and remove from your life and which ones actually make you a unique kind of funny human. Someone's asking, did time feel like it flew incredibly fast when I turned 30? Uh, well, time flew a little fast the past year for me, but it's not because I turned 30. It is due to some insane things that have occurred in my life that I cannot share. I would April Fool's you guys and say like, oh, I stepped in a volcano or something, but no, actually, I've had a really hard past year. I want to explain more about it. I'm gonna be able to explain like half the stuff that's been going on to me in the grade -2 finale. The finales of my grades are typically like a documentary about that grade, or at least we are 1 for 1 so far on that being the case. And I am planning on the second one being similar. And the other half, I will never tell you. April Fools, I'm probably going to tell you folks everything. I am someday going to write memoirs that tell every detail of my life as true as possible. I don't want to get any other folks in trouble. Some things I can't say, like, there's some things I can't say for family reasons. There could or may not be other things I shouldn't say for legal reasons. And so, someday I will publish all the memoirs. I will pre-film all of, well, okay, I won't even need to pre-film me talking about events that occurred to me because luckily I have filmed most of the events that have occurred to me. So you guys don't know how much footage you haven't seen because I can't show it to you yet. either for personal reasons, like family reasons, or like because I just haven't been able to edit it, like more random reasons, like I just prefer filming to editing, so I have a back pile of footage, or legal reasons, or uh, there's a lot of reasons one might want to tell their audience all the details about every single thing they did over the past year, and they feel like someday I will tell that, but they can't quite yet. So we'll get more detailed about all this later when the statutes of limitations clear and such. How I'm probably joking. If you're a cop, I'm joking. So, um, getting the candle back that just I'm playing with fire here in the most literal sense, but also in a metaphorical sense because I straight up like have damaged this with this. When this went on fire, this is in a previous stream. I swatted it out and it burnt my hand really bad. Some of my fingers were like got blistery and stuff from swatting out the fire. So, like the lab coat protected my this part of my body and my like torso and my nipple and stuff, but like the lab coat did not protect my hand because turns out I need a better lab coat maker. Grade -3, I'm going to get a better lab coat because I thought these were good, but this thing just blazed up on a candle once. And then when I swatted it out, I had blisters on my hand for a week. Okay, let's get these candles. Uh-oh. I have the candles, and I don't know where I put the lighter. Uh-oh. That's just as bad. Okay, where did I put that? Can't be that far. Oh, my phone's somehow still going. It is at 2%. Okay. Where did I put the lighter? Now, you better not all just be watching because you're waiting for me to hopefully burn myself again. Because I'm not going to do it this time, guys. I'm going to be a little more careful than when I burnt myself. Don't just watch if you want me to burn myself. I will never burn myself again. April Fools, I'm sure I will burn myself again. Life is life. Okay, I can't find the lighter. I need to, like, run inside and grab one or something. That's fine. I need to go pee real quick inside anyway. So, I'm gonna run inside. Maybe April Fools, whether I'm peeing or not. Maybe. Leave your best guess on whether I'm April Foolsing that or not. In any case, I'll be back quite soon. I would love to stream for as long of a battery as I have. And it looks like we're doing good. It looks like we still have it. My phone is going to die very soon. But somehow my computer is at 80%. That is doing remarkably well. I think it's because I'm just doing the stream on the camera of me, and I'm not doing like anything else on the stream. I'm not showing internet tabs at the moment, or I'm not showing like Wolfram demonstrations were straight up glitching the stream on the last one. But this time it's just camera for today. It's just a mix of secrets and occasional April Fool's pranks that I will reveal. Like I said, you should typically reveal an April Fool's Day prank either instantaneously or within a few minutes, and occasionally later that day. Now, somebody said, what's the number of the day? Well, we're going to have to call it 1 because it's the first of the month. That makes it a fresh beginning. 1 is the start of a multiplicative function. 1 is the first thing you get to in an additive function. And it's 1 is quite a number. So today's number being the first of the month and being a month that's known as April Fool's Day, as a holiday that always lands on the first, we're just going with our number of the day is 1. That might sound ridiculous, but it's 1. If you want a secondary number of the day, our secondary number of the day is 72, because I've been experimenting with that as a different target in the card game I'm designing. If you watch my old streams, you'll see about these target numbers and my numberations game and stuff. Well, I switched which numberations I want in the game, and I decided we might start from 0 instead of 1. And so it changed a few things. And I'm thinking maybe instead of 31, which was the numberation that made the most sense in the last version, I'm starting to think 72, which sounds very different than 31, but trust me, there's logic to why I picked these things. They are mathematically numbers that, given a certain set of what I call numberations, cannot be reached in 3 or less paths, but that have a large multitude of ways to reach in 4 paths. Now, somebody asked, do I remember 9/11? Okay. I hope I don't offend every single person here. I'm going to say, yes, I remember 9/11. When that happened was 2001. I was 8. So, 8 is old enough to remember stuff, and I remember kind of hearing about it in class. Like in class, they mentioned in school, they were like, something crazy happened to America or something. But I didn't know any of the details. And so later, I remember hearing the details from my parents and stuff, and being like, wow, that's pretty crazy and bad. However, this is the part that's going to offend everyone. I'm sorry, I'm not a very patriotic guy. 9/11 is minuscule in how bad it was in compared to so many genocides that have been committed over the past century that the American government has helped participate in. So, I'm sorry, 9/11's tragic. I'm really, really sorry to anybody who had any family members or themselves die or injured in that. It's tragic. But it also pales in comparison, if you actually look at real stats, to how many deaths occur in many genocides that have occurred over the past century, many of which are fueled by the American government. So, yes, I remember 9/11, and it is also one of the less important political memories of my life, despite it being a tragedy, because there have been really, really bigger genocides over the past century, some of which the American government has funded. So, sorry to all the super patriotic people that offends, but thank you for saying the answer was based in a pair of balls. Let's clarify as well that people use the word based to mean the wrong things, but you know where the word based originated? With Lil B, the based god, the very silly, ridiculous rapper who innovated so many styles of music, despite being ridiculous, innovated many styles of music. The rapper who grew up within a mile from here. Within a mile from this combo classroom, Lil B grew up. I'm not going to say the details, but Lil B grew up within a mile of this. And that is literally where the word based came from, is from Lil B. So don't let any crazy groups reclaim that, because based means what Lil B wants it to mean. Now, I feel like I'm reading these comments in like the wrong order. I'm going like from top to bottom, then bottom to top, and then kind of like meeting in the middle. Somebody's saying maths is childish too. Innocent curiosity taken to extreme. Certainly, I think that depending how we define childish, math could be under that terminology, as long as we don't view childish as an insult. And somebody else said the innocent curiosity was sucked out of them by the education system. And that is a big portion of the reason I'm here, is to unsuck that energy. No, guys, come on. Don't take this as an innuendo. I'm not unsucking anyone. But I don't even know what that would mean. But, okay. But, yes, I think that school dulled my interest in learning for a while. And then I returned to enjoying learning through a combination of reading books and articles and doing personal experiments with numbers. And I think that that was what made me fall in love with numbers, was that mix of reading books about numbers and doing personal experiments with them. Was not anything I learned in school. Some of my old teachers were cool-ish, but like, I'll shout out my few favorite teachers someday, but like, I can't even think of one math teacher that inspired me anywhere close to the way that someone who's like a writer along the lines of Martin Gardner or Raymond Smullyan, some of my favorite writers who popularize recreational mathematics. I don't think I learned 1/10 as much. Well, I mean, maybe I've spent 10 times more time with Martin Gardner than with one given teacher, but I don't think I've learned 1/100th as much in some of those classes as I've learned from Martin Gardner or Raymond Smullyan, or one of my newest favorites is Clifford Pickover. Haven't read as many of his things, but I love it already. I've been reading him just a few years. Somebody asked, is my time garden bigger on the inside like the TARDIS? Well, a thing that is bigger on the inside than the outside, well, that may remind you of the TARDIS, which I do know what that is a reference to. It's a reference to Doctor Who. Certainly a well-designed show. I have not seen hardly any of it. I've only seen 1 or 2 of the episodes ever. But certainly a smart show. When I think of something bigger on the inside than the outside, I think of this book that like blew my mind as a writer reading another writer. I was like, it's very rare that as a writer I'll read something in a book that I'm like, I haven't ever considered using that technique before, or I've never heard of what that technique would even be called, or like a format of writing some certain things in one book that is about a house that is bigger on the inside than the outside. The book House of Leaves by Mark Z. Danielewski was a brilliant book. I need to reread that even, because that's about something bigger on the inside than the outside. And that is the strangest book I can remember reading, and it did more weird things with writing than I've ever experienced as a writer before. Now, Somebody said they thought Based was having an opinion that no one can force you to change your mind about. It's pretty much that. That is very similar to the original Lil B, the Based God definition of this, which would be sort of people who. Alright, as you know, I'll never swear on this channel, so I'm gonna have to censor this next sentence. April Fools, I don't care. I will do whatever I want on this channel. April Fools, you fuckers. What I wanted to reply to this was that Lil B thinks that Based is somebody who does not give a fuck. Now, it's a term I personally like is when someone doesn't give a fuck. It implies a lot. And I'm sorry that I swore a few times. I had to April Fools, you fools, and let's pretend that was the only reason. Now, I have never sworn yet on my combo class channel. If you are a parent looking for pure education for your child, make sure you're tuned into my combo class channel before you unsubscribe from this channel because I accidentally offend you or something. Because the combo class channel, until I do an episode that is about profanity, until I do a full episode about my opinions about profanity, I will not swear on the combo class channel because I want those episodes played in schools and stuff. But on this channel, I get to do whatever I want. And I wish that was actually true, but so I kind of signed this deal with the thing. So it's like, okay, you guys aren't going to like this, but normally I get to control whatever I say in the videos, right? But so I signed a deal with this company called BetterHelp. April Fools, I know that is currently in the news for being a terrible sponsor. Okay. Somebody asked, do I consider myself a millennial? And no, probably. Oh, I don't know. I don't even know what those names. I don't care. I don't care what name they call me. I'm a Demotro. So I honestly don't know. I don't worry about what generation I'm from because I relate more to, people like Plato and Leonardo da Vinci and like some old school people, Euler, a lot more than a lot of new school people. So, I mean, I'm not trying to say I'm as good as them. I'm sorry if that came across as really egotistical. But, like, I relate to those people more than I relate to a lot of modern people. So, and somebody, Sam Bishop, says that his based comment was implying a similar thing to what I meant. And also, I'm going to say thanks to Finn Bolton, who has asked a lot of these questions. Now, the thing is, I could try and, like, keep doing the stream and keep doing, like, more April Fools and more secrets about where I'm moving. But I'm pretty burnt out after moving today. And honestly, when you see, like, the classroom, I'll show you in a second, you'll see that we have like a minute or two. April Fools, we're going to be streaming for at least another half hour, you fools. Now, let's get these. Okay, if I can't get the candles lit, here's what we're doing. I can't find enough of the candles that I'll make a big enough amount of juice for us to see the world. What I need to... Okay, I can hear something. That better be a cat down there. That had better be a cat that I hear stomping through the... Oh my god, that better be a cat. That had better be a cat. What is... I can like hear something stomping through the leaves. Is that a cat? Oh, it was a cat. It was Dandelion. 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 Oh, it was a really soft cat. It wasn't just a cat. It was a really nice, really soft one. Dandy Boo Boo, don't just show your butt to the camera. Come on this way. Dandy Boo Boo, you're showing your butt to the camera. Oh, that's a good little fur. Oh, that's my Dandy Boo. I love Dandelion. Dandelion's so good. Dandelion is, I'm going to miss him so much when I'm staying at my new bedroom. I'm going to be visiting here a few days a week, and my cats are going to get like an hour of pets each whenever I visit. Whenever I visit, I'm going to film for like 4 hours and then pet each of my 3 cats for 1 hour each, so that'll be about a 7-hour job. You know, we'll do 4 hours filming, 1 hour of petting per cat, and that'll be good. So, wrap it up with 1 hour total for the humans in the family. No, I'm kidding. But most of the humans in my family are cool. Now, since I can't get the candle lit, what we're going to do... I was just like, what the hell is that noise coming there? But luckily it was my Dandysaur. My Dandosaurus Rex. What we're going to do is plug in an extension cord and a lamp. Because you see, the house I moved into, the room I moved into, I got a cheap one. So, you know, it's cool people I'm living with. There's a lot of animals at the new house as well. One of the people there does have 4 cats and 3 dogs. Wait, no, it's 4 dogs and 3 cats. So there are 7 animals in the house. 4 dogs and 3 cats. And so I will get my good share of cat love. One of those cats is such a sweetheart. She was so nice. But not as nice as my Dandelion. Where's my Dandelion? Where's my Dandelion? Come here, Dandelion. If you visit me in my classroom, I'll pet you all day. Oh, you're so smart. You're getting the lamp. That was the lamp I was going to get. You're so smart. Were you getting the lamp I was going to get? Dandelion's the smartest in the world. Everyone thinks he's dumb, but because he's clumsy and because he's silly. But he uses these luring techniques to get pets, and he gets what he wants in life. He doesn't care about food. He doesn't care about territory. He cares about love. And he gets what he wants in life, which is love. And somebody who gets what they want in life, I call a genius. So I call Dandelion a genius. Now, somebody said, were they surprised? Was I not? Oh, he's down here again. That's my little angel boo. Where's my little Dandelion? Oh, I'm going to get so distracted from the stream. My little Dandelion's here, and I'm already missing him just from the thought of living away from him. So, Dinosaur, let's plug something in. You want to plug in something? Let's make the light go on, Dinosaur. We're not going to do candles. We're going to put this in the wall, Dinosaur. And then we're going to plug in that lamp that you were sniffing. Ready? Come here, Dandy. Who's my Dandelion? Who's my Dandelion? Okay, I'm trying to plug this into the wall. I need like the in-between thing. Oh my god. It's really hard to plug this in. I've lost my Dandelion. Jesus. Oh my god. How will this not plug in? Does the phone still have any juice? Sorry, folks. I'm trying to get an actual light out here. Okay. Oh, Dandelion's still here. Dandelion is smart, and he knows that I'm gonna keep petting him, even if I do a scary thing. There's a good dandelion. There's a good dandelion. Who's my dandelion? Are you dandelion? You're dandelion. That's a good dandelion. You guys don't know how much I love my cats. Uh-oh. Problem. Problem. Okay. I hate technology so much. Oh my god. Okay, so it's like there's like a 3-hole prong in the wall, and I can only plug in my lamp if it's over here and it's too far from the wall. So I need an extension cord. But the extension cord is a 2-prong one. So I can't plug it into the 3-prong hole of the outlet. So what I need to use is a power strip in between those. So if I ever want to plug something in that you can actually see on camera here, I need to get the extension cord and the power strip. And it seems that one of the components, either the outdoor wall socket, the extension cord, or in between those, the power strip type style extension cord, one of those isn't working. So we are reverting back to candles. We are going to light some candles. I will find whatever candles it takes. And we're reverting back to our old fashioned style. Now, somebody asked if I have a spare dirty lab coat. Well, I have a really messed up one from grade -1. I have one that is far worse than this, much more burnt. Watch the grade -1 finale, folks, because we got about 10 more episodes, or not even that much. We got like 8 more episodes or so before the grade -2 finale. Next episode on the Combo Class channel will be coming out probably tomorrow. That is not an April Fool's. That is actually happening. It's about different sorts of infinities. And to those who remember my episode about the concept of fake infinities that are arbitrarily large things that are often mistaken for being infinitely large, that is different than this. So to those who have seen that episode, don't mistake that for the same. This new episode is different because it is not about finite concepts that are mistaken for infinity. It is about infinitely large things and why we have multiple different types of them. And to begin with that episode, I do want to anyone who doesn't know about that topic yet, just to think, okay, yeah, wax is pretty hot. You know, me and my friends sometimes play a game called Extreme Dreidel on Hanukkah. And an extreme dreidel, you might spin the dreidel to something that says you gotta pour wax on yourself. And it hurts, but it hurts in like a mild enough way. And then it's funny, it like dries. Like you see how it got like white there? It dries, and it's a mild enough hurt that it's not like actually dangerous to your body or whatever. But I also, sometimes you spin the dreidel and you gotta eat a jalapeno or something. And oh boy, one year did I feel guilty because the first year of Extreme Dreidel, the jalapenos I got from the store were really mild or something, or the second year they were really hot. because all I know is everyone got really acclimated to eating jalapenos for extreme dreidel on year one, and then year two, I had people like on the floor gasping for breath because the jalapenos were way hotter, and they tried to go for a whole one. Somebody asked what time it is for me. It is 10:20 right now. And oh, to actually answer the question that I got very distracted by looking at the spare lab coat one, the one under that I was also going to answer is, was I surprised when I learned it is not possible to trisect an angle using only a compass and straight edge? Yes, I was. That is one of the problems, along with what are known as things like doubling the cube, squaring the circle, uh, constructing a regular seven-sided polygon, or trisecting an angle. These are things that are impossible by straight edge and compass only. And that makes them what are called non-constructible or inconstructible shapes. And thank you to everybody who is leaving the other comments. The thing is, though, while like I know you're all like leaving comments to be cool and all, but I I really wish you would just like stop commenting, and I don't want to like grow a community or anything. April Fools. Okay, hopefully you're used to this by now that we are April. Ow, that. Okay, can't do that mid April Foolsing. That hopefully you're used to that today we are doing a series of April Fool's jokes, and that I will within 5 minutes tell you whether anything's a joke or a real true secret about my life. Now, okay, I put out that candle. I gotta stop pouring it on myself. Now, however, yes, I was surprised to find out that thing about the trisecting of an angle. Now, although I've joked about this before, do know that at some point the stream actually will end, and if anybody leaves early, to make sure to check the combo class channel in like 1 or 2 days for that episode I mentioned about infinities that will be coming out, because it's a wild episode, and I think it's time that I show you a brighter version of the scene that we are existing in right now. So, like I said, this is going to be a tiny bit of a spoiler of something that occurs in the episode. However, I think it'll be worthwhile and be okay to... Wait, why is this thing in the corner? How'd this get dragged in the corner? When did that go up there? What the heck? When did that get moved up there? What the heck? How long has the stream had that thing in the corner? Oh my god. That's annoying. I need a tech wizard over here. Because, you know, as much as I love tech, April Fools, I don't even like tech. I would love to have a tech wizard on my team. Now, somebody says, if I hate technology so much, why am I using it to spread my thoughts online? I sort of joke about my hate for technology. Like, I sort of play up the role of, like, a grumpy, confused, middle-aged guy who does not get the new generation. But I play it up because it's true. And I don't hate technology. I think technology is cool. I think that I don't enjoy technology. And I think technology is great, and I'm actually glad that I grew up in the generation where I have the right technology to share my thoughts online with people in other time zones without having to drive to that time zone. So I don't hate technology. I joke about hating technology, but the truth behind it is more so that I don't have that much fun with technology. So I still use it because it's still important to share my thoughts online, and I use the best resources that are given to me in a given era, and I happen to be born in this era. Now, thank you to everyone else with the random comments. But those are just some little answers. And as we know, the first of any month could be an April Fool's Day. But this is the one that's been designated by the world. Now, there could even be other holidays designated today. Let me check. It's not only April Fool's Day, but it's also things like Assyrian New Year, Easter Monday, Fossil Fool's Day. What's that? That sounds cool. There's actually a lot I'm looking at right here, but out of all of them, the one called Fossil Fools sounded cool. What's Fossil Fools? Fossil Fools Day is an environmental demonstration day. It occurs on April 1st. The name is a play on the term fossil fuels and April Fool's Day. Fossil Fool's Day began in 2004 with coordinated actions across the United States and Canada, etc. Now, that's good because fossil fuels, which they mean like certain types of gases and coals, are bad for the environment. Now, I'm sorry to folks who think this is a political thing to say because it's not, but global warming is very real and is caused by humans. It's not entirely caused by humans, but the current bad state of it is caused by humans. And humans are what it will take to make or break whether the planet gets worse or better in terms of global warming, which is real. So that is, sorry to folks who think that's a political thing to say for some reason. It's not. Just scientifically, global warming's real. A huge portion of it is caused by humans. So I'm down for, minimizing fossil fuels and stuff. Somebody says I look like a character from House MD. All I know about that show is I think that means that I'm a crazy doctor who takes a bunch of pills and is kind of like an asshole, but is really smart and prescribes everyone that they do have lupus or that they don't have lupus. Which one was the house? Is it always that they do have lupus or that they don't? I don't know. I haven't actually seen the show. I've just studied shows as a writer. Now, lots of good ones. Someone said Math and Mind like Gödel, Escher, Bach. I have not read that entire book. I've read some passages from it. I do want to read the whole book someday. Douglas Hofstadter, or however you pronounce his name, is a smart guy who I respect a lot. So at some point I will read that whole book. And I've read some passages from it that are very interesting. And luckily, people are saying they don't have lupus. We dodged the diagnosis. Now, I guess since I can't plug in that stuff, and I keep burning myself on the candles, we're rocking with this little fella for now. This is the thing that charged up in the daytime with our good old solar power and now is giving me light in the darkness. And with this, we are going to look at something that occurred in the last episode. Like I said, to those who genuinely follow all of my stuff, I recommend leaving the stream and waiting a day to watch the episode. That is you see, I hope you folks appreciate that I'm one of the only people on any platform who tells people things like, it would be better for your mind to not watch this video of mine right now. Which creators... trust me, I'm not trying to make money off you folks. I don't want your views. I want to do what's best for you. And so, if you watch all my videos on both my channels, you might want to quit the stream and wait until you watch the next episode that will come out in a day or so on the Combo Class channel. However, knowing that most people just tune along for certain portions of the ride, let's take a look for those folks who don't mind a miniature spoiler, and then you can see how this happened in the next one. We got a miniature spoiler last time I streamed, but maybe we'll see it. Well, I thought we were going to see it brighter today, but I can't either get the thing plugged in or light enough of these candles without burning myself on them because they're tiny. Okay, I have enough of the candles that we're just going to light the candles. I need a lighter, though. God dang it. Okay, I'm going to run and grab a lighter, and I'm going to light these candles. However, I want folks to make a guess about, A, what am I putting these on? And B, why are they, feeling acclimated to slide a certain direction so much? Is my camera the wrong direction or something? Or, what's going on here, do you think, folks? Is it that, my camera is going the wrong direction? Oh, hey, Dandelion's back. Who's my little Dandelion? Hi, Dandelion. I love you, Dandelion. You're a little angel. Dad, love you, little angel. Okay, I'm going to run inside to get a lighter because I can't find the one I brought out here. And it's fine. I need to grab some water anyway. Maybe April Fools on either of those. Maybe neither of those are what I'm getting. You never know today. But like I said, I would tell you within 5 minutes of any given April Fools if it was a Fools or not. Now, why don't you folks leave any guesses about what I'm referring to occurring in the classroom recently, and I will be back shortly. Okay, folks. I'm sorry. I could not find another lighter. I don't know where the one out here is because it's like pitch black because my phone's dead because I left the chargers to both the phone and the computer at my new house. And I hope you appreciate that I'm using the last battery on my computer to do this stream until I return to my new house. However, I did find some matches, and matches can do the trick that a lighter can do. So we should be good to go. And I also even found some more candles. So I found some larger styles candles as well. Now, oh, Dandelion, you're back. But Dandelion, don't go too close to here. We're playing with fire, Dandelion. Remember, you're supposed to stay away from that. You're smart, right? You're so smart. You know you don't like fire. Fire's dumb for you. Dandy Boo. That's Dandelion. Look how golden his mane is. This is not like... You saw how dark everything else in this shot was? But that pure golden mane of my Dandelion. That glows brighter than the sun itself. My pure Dandelion golden mane. Okay, now, what I was referring to over here that I was trying to use this candle to do was that we may be at the state... Oh, you know what's funny? So this thing that's solar powered doesn't use the power to generate light if it thinks it's light out. So watch this. When I put a candle next to it, watch this. It's gonna like stop at different points. Look, it turned off. Look, it's going back on. Look, if I put the candle up. No, Dandelion, don't go near that. It's a candle. You silly foo-foo. Don't worry, I'm not gonna burn my cat. He's smart. Like, people think cats are dumb sometimes, and they're like, you're gonna hurt your cats. And I'm like, no, dude, my cats are smart. My cats know to not go into a flame. Maybe you raised some dumbass cats, but my cats are raised as intelligent creatures who know not to put their face in a flame. Now, so it does look like a jar of fireflies, someone mentioned, which is pretty sweet. What I was trying to show, and then I moved the candle because I, wanted to make extra sure Dandelion didn't get any trouble with it, is this. Look. If we go up, down. What's the most we can, what's the closest we can have the candle and have it still lit? I'm dripping wax all over my pants right now. God, oh my God. My pants are going to be covered in wax while I sleep tonight. This is like dripping like 1 drip per second. Oh my God, this is like insane. Like, look at the drips. I don't know if you can see the drips. I hope you can, because they kind of hurt. Now, what sorcery is this? We are only conjuring some distant aliens who are going to curse and bless the entire planet Earth at the same time. Only that type of sorcery, nothing more or less than that. Just some small-time little conjuring aliens to simultaneously bless and curse the planet type of sorcery. Now, people are wondering if I just left. Oh, earlier. I'm catching up on the comments. That would have been pretty funny if I just left. And, you're going to leave me pretty tempted to do that at the end of the stream. I'm going to force myself to resist. I will force myself to not leave everyone hanging as a prank. But I'm pretty tempted. So... people are mentioning different things. Somebody asked for the wax cam after.
If you mean like me saying that I got it all over my pants, this is what I mean. Like all these dots are really hard to get off. Like, do you see these little dots on the pants down there? They're very hard to get off because they're bits of wax. So that's what I mean. And whatever, I brought all my best clothes that I'm not wearing now, apart from the lab coat, to my new house I'll be living in before long. Someone said don't hurt myself. Yeah, I guess I probably shouldn't just put it too close to my hair or anything, should I? Or maybe not my beard. Probably not. Probably shouldn't put it too close to my beard, should I? What about my eyebrow? Probably shouldn't put it too close to my eyebrow, should I? Sorry, I like doing things that look really dumb that I feel like I have control over, and they're not quite as dumb as they look like. Oh, what? Okay, so wax is on my computer. I'm trying to scrape it off the thing, and I accidentally moved myself. Uh-oh. Where'd I go? Oh, there we are. Okay. I accidentally moved myself off screen when I was trying to scrape the wax I dripped. Because this candle is melting pretty dang fast for some reason. Now, okay, we're going to get a clearer view at exactly what has occurred on our table. We're going to get this clearer view by lighting a few different candles on it at different points. Here's candle number 1. The item behind me is my desk. We've had a desk per grade. The first time this thing occurred to the desk was completely an accident in grade -1. This time it was mostly an accident, but I saw it coming and was able to semi-purposefully time it for an episode when it thematically made sense. What has occurred is that the desk has gone diagonal. Do any of my old school combo lords remember the arc of grade -1 where the desk is diagonal? Well, you know, when you have a desk and a few legs break off your desk, then it ends up going diagonal. So the diagonal arc is usually near the end of the diagonal desk portion, usually near the end of a grade, when we veer more toward the insanity. You saw at the beginning of grade -2, I cleaned myself up quite nice from grade -1. That may be a theme, that we become a little extra deranged in the late grade, and then we fix ourselves up a little bit in the early grade. And yeah, by the way, when I mentioned that I'm getting a new house, I'm not even in there yet. I'm just kind of foreseeing that I'll probably need a new house after what's going to occur with the fire tonight. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm actually no. That everyone thinks that, like, if I ever say like I'm moving or something, they're like, "Was it because you burnt your house down?" I'm like, "Wait, what? Why are you expecting this of me? I'm a math teacher. It's safer than it looks. I swear, I'm just a math teacher who probably shouldn't put this too close to his hair, right? Or probably shouldn't put it too close to his beard, right? Oh my god, I think I actually burnt some right there. Did I actually burn some right? Smells like burnt hair. I think I actually burnt some of the beard off right there. Okay. Like I said, did I not just say that I probably shouldn't do that? So that was an accurate quote, right? Wait, I'm trying to... How do I get this to show the beard? I don't know. I'm smelling burnt beard and something sizzled. I think I just gave myself a shave mildly. I think a little bit of this tip came off. So, like I said, I probably shouldn't do that. Somebody said they'd be comfortable holding it to their fire hair briefly. It's not very flammable. I have filmed a video called Extreme Shaving about 5 or 10 years ago that I will someday watch with you folks. And yes, extreme shaving, to those who are watching the beginning of this stream, was one of my old YouTube videos filmed by the friend who I am moving in a room of the same house of. So I might have this friend of mine show up on some of my live streams to analyze some of the old things we used to film. We have me lighting a guitar on fire. We have me doing can opening tutorial and the craziest ways of opening cans. I burnt all my hair off while I shaved. There are some pretty wild ones from that old channel. And some of them are still, I privated temporarily, but they'll be back public before long. We have ones where I eat like 3 raw lemons in a row. There's ones where I guess can opening tutorial was unreleased. I never edited that fully. I had trouble. Long story. And another unreleased one was the guitar pick tutorial. There's the puppets on lighter fluid experiments, and a variety of things. Now, really my point with all of that was to show, and now I just have a little nub of a candle that it's going to be hard not to burn myself on, whichever way I hold it, that we are currently at our diagonal desk arc. And if you want to see why it made sense for something diagonal to be in my next episode, well, if you already know anything about the topic, could be a fun little thing to think about. What diagonal thing relates to infinities? But if you don't know the topic, then stay tuned for the ride. You'll see why I foresaw this coming and managed to half intentionally time it for the right episode. The right episode being something related to something diagonal and different sorts of infinities. This is one of those episodes that's more of a classic math concept and my unique presentation of it, as opposed to a completely unique, like, I found a thing type episode. So this next one's a little more on the end of, like, some of you may know the concepts in it, but you'll still probably like my presentation of it. I'm sure you've never heard bijections explained through my 3 cats before. And I'm sure that even if you can guess why this desk is diagonal in relationship to infinities, you've probably never seen a presentation about that particular diagonal argument, we could maybe say, where something like this actually occurs. Somebody has mentioned countable infinity in comments, and yes, that is basically the main topic of the episode, is comparing, for example, out of these 3 types of number, the integers, the rational numbers, and the real numbers. Some of those are what are known as countable infinite, and some of them are uncountably infinite. So a countable infinity versus an uncountable infinity is a big source of what we are discussing in this next episode, such as what are known as Aleph numbers and a certain diagonal something or another that some of my math fans may know. And if you don't, then even better, because then I have a lot to teach you in this episode. So, somebody wants math facts, and I want to give you math facts, but at this point, I actually am going to have to non-April Fool's end the stream before long, because, for one, it's getting pretty late. It's about to hit 11 p.m. here, and it's we're almost not even in April Fool's night anymore. Second of all, my computer is getting to like halfway battery, and my charger's at my other new house. Tomorrow morning, I'm filming with my guy Carlo, so we're gonna be filming here tomorrow morning, and I might need my computer to reference certain things, to check my brainstorms, look up my half scripted notes and such. And so I can't fully kill my computer during this stream. And additionally, I kind of want to stop the stream just because, like, I don't like live streams and I don't like the combo class community. April Fool's Day. I love you all. I'm sorry that we have to end it soon, but I should wrap up before long now that we've done like 50 April Fool's gags, our diagonal desk, and more. And I'll tell you more details about the new house before long. I wish my phone wasn't dead. I'd show you a picture of what it looks like. Actually, on the Discord, I put a picture of my new combo corner. So go on the combo class Discord if you want, or I'll show it again soon in a stream. But I am creating what I'm going to call a combo corner, so that we not only get to keep the combo classroom. Don't worry, folks. Combo classroom staying. This desk don't get attached to, because this thing is diagonal now and will be in shreds by the end of the grade. But if I had to give a guess. But the classroom will exist in some form. And this zone for it will continue to be a living home for the classroom for a while. However, I am also going to be filming some of my scenes, as well as some bonus videos and shorts and stuff and live streams, in what I'm going to call my combo corner. And my combo corner will be very cool. I got extra clocks so I can have clocks in both places. I got extra calculators so I can have calculators in both places. I'm making this work, folks. I'm making this going to be a brilliant upgrade to combo class. Now, as for all the reasons why I'm doing this right now at this given time, like I said, I will share certain things in the grade -2 finale, and other things you will have to wait throughout the course of the next couple grades and my memoirs to hear. Finally, I do have to tell you the honest reason, which is that I am moving because we have this chimney that I thought I could put lighter fluid in the chimney, and so I moved, and now I basically am going to get to live there like a week, but I have to remove because there was a chimney, and I put lighter fluid in the chimney. No, April Fools, I'm not as stupid as half of you think. I can make stuff work. I can go from the literal dirt with mud ice buried in it to having... We're close to 200,000 subscribers on this, what I call my bonus channel, and we are close to 40,000 subscribers on the combo class channel, and I love every single one of you, and I am going to wrap this up in a second. So if you want to see more stuff, make sure you're on the combo class channel, where you can see the grade -1 and grade -2 playlists, and in a day or so I'll have a new episode about those infinities. And on this channel, I will have a variety of fun stuff coming. Somebody asked, any dice? If you mean, did I bring any dice? Yes, there are dice that I brought. In fact, it's kind of hilarious. It's like, what I brought to the new house is like a bed frame and bed and a dresser and a desk, like a few things like a human needs, like a trash can. So like a few things that are like a human needs in a room. And then like 10 clocks and 20 dice, and oh boy. Don't worry, my roommates are very cool, and I'm also not going to destroy the house because we are not going to be doing our crazy stuff there. We're going to do our crazy stuff here. So if I accidentally blow up a house, it'll be the one right here, not the one I'm moving into. I said if, not when. Now, all right. It's gonna be exciting. I'm very excited. So it'll be fun to show you guys my combo corner and to continue being here. It is not far. The new house I'm moving to is about a 15-minute drive, and so I will be back here probably about 3 days a week or so to film in the OG combo classroom. And then I'll be spending some other days where I'm just in my new combo corner on days where we're just live streaming or editing or such. Or working on my novels or numberations game or music projects. Somebody has a power of 2 dice they'd like to show me. That sounds cool. I think I may have a similar thing. I have a dice that goes 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. I guess 64, or no, that's 6 of them. If you have a different sort, mention that in the next stream maybe. Sounds exciting. I will have more fun content coming up, but here's the thing. It wasn't even a good day for me to stream. I was so busy today. I got up at like 7 a.m. to start cleaning off my desk and dresser. And then my friends came over later in the morning and helped me move in a truck. And between like 7 a.m. and like 7 p.m., I was like just moving heavy things and organizing, moving, and all this really intense stuff. So I was kind of burnt out, and it wouldn't have been a day I would have normally done a live stream. But you know why I did a live stream right now? Because I feel obligated to, and sometimes I just feel like I'm forced to do the live stream. April Fools. I did the live stream because I wanted to, because it's one of my favorite holidays. And so I wanted to, because YouTube doesn't even show many people my streams compared to how many people they show my other sorts of content. These streams are just for fun. So let's have some fun. I love you all. This is probably going to be the end of the stream any second now, but make sure to be ready for that new episode on the Combo Class channel. Many other more types of content coming, like more shorts I've filmed and still need to just edit, a lot of cool bonus stuff, and whatever new stuff that I find works well in my combo corner. So, love you all. To whoever joined the stream not very long ago and was sad that they had to only join near the end, remember that my streams are logged as videos under the live tab here and saved, so you can watch through this stream from any point or the previous streams. Maybe not quite as fun as watching live, but in some ways more fun because you don't have to worry about being on time with any of your comments or whatever. And there are literally hundreds of hours of live stream content on this channel for anyone who does want to catch up on any old rarities. I love you as well, to whoever said they love me, and I love all of my combo lords. I will be checking back in just a day or two. I hope to have that episode out on the Combo Class channel tomorrow, and then I hope the day after I'll have some other sort of bonus thing, either a live stream or other sort of video. And I have been back to dropping some shorts as well. Even though many of them do not get released under the subscriber feed or notifications, because I figure that people who want to see shorts are on the shorts tab, and if you click like and comment on some of mine and watch the whole thing, they'll show you all of mine eventually. So, like, people who are on the shorts tab get it successfully, and people who aren't didn't want it anyway. That's what I'm assuming. So, we are back to making shorts, but most of them won't like go to subscription feeds or notifications, so you won't like see them come. You can either, if you're a shorts viewer, just like make sure to watch them all and click like or whatever, and then you'll see the later ones too. Or if you're not a shorts viewer, you can like once a month click the shorts tab on here to catch up. And someone said LOL dropping shorts. I have dropped more than 200 shorts, so if you're surprised, I don't know if you're joking or not, or if you just don't know the channel very well. I'm not sure. I think I recognized your name well enough that you probably know the channel and are joking. But oh no, you might mean a joke, like dropping shorts. Sounds like I'm saying like I'm pulling off my pants. Maybe you mean it sounded like I said I'm dropping my shorts. Oh, no, folks. That's only for very, very lucky ladies. That is not for my audience. So I'll catch all of you in a future one, and I'll be back soon. Yeah, no, I just got the gag as you posted your response to it. We have a little delay. But yeah, so... No, we won't be dropping that sort of shorts anytime soon. We'll be keeping those shorts on. And we'll be dropping the other sorts of shorts. And anyway, I love you all. It just hit 11 here. It's about to hit 2 hours on here. So we're going to end the stream. I do love all of you, though, genuinely. And... I mean, okay. There is one thing I have to say. I haven't been completely honest in this stream because when I say I'm moving somewhere, I'm going to jail. So I said I moved a lot of my stuff into what I call the combo corner. So I got arrested for this thing. And April Fools. I'm not going to jail, you suckers. I know how to dodge the cops. I'm going to a cheap apartment. All right, I'll see you all again soon. Love you all, and I'll catch you in the next one.